Hey, what's up, guys? Gemini, and just got done watching Vengeance 2001. This was actually a damn good pay-per-view. I hadn't seen it in a while. I got a request from. I was on a conversation with freaking Yaya, and I asked him what DVD he wants reviewed, and he said do Vengeance 2001, and I had forgotten what a great show this was. But anyways, just here's some of the highlights. Vince McMahon kept doing the laughs loudest promo. It was in San Diego, 12/9/2001. Your commentators were the King and JR. I like the old school WWF logo, of course. The show started with a promo from Freddie Blassie, kind of a weird promo. And then McMahon came out to the ring and said, "Who laughs last, laughs loudest," because he was pissed off because they just did a skit where he got his head shoved up Rikishi's ass by The Rock. So he's pretty pissed off about that. Match 1, Scotty 2 Hotty and Prince Albert, the Hip Hop Hippo, and they defeated Test and Christian. Christian was the European champion at the time. Teddy Long was the referee, and Scotty 2 Hotty and Albert won, and he hit the Baldo bomb. Back then he was the Hip Hop Hippo, I guess, so now he's Sweet Tea. Let's see. So then Regal came out, cut a promo, and questionable methods. That basically meant all the times that Regal used his brass knuckles, of course. Edge and Regal, they fought for the Intercontinental belt, and in the end Regal went for his knuckles and Edge wound up hitting the spear. Angle and Flair cut a promo backstage. Flair was the owner at the time, and it's pretty interesting stuff. And then Lita cut a promo in the back. Matt and Jeff Hardy were having a match, and Jeff wound up winning this match. Jeff went on, of course, to be a megastar. He just couldn't clean up his act with the drugs and stuff. But Jeff did win this match. It was all right. I'm not a fan of either one of those guys. Trish and Rock cut a promo backstage. Rock says to Trish, "Do you smell what I'm cooking?" Basically, they had good chemistry with each other. If you remember that Monday Night Raw in Atlanta where they wound up doing the 69 position at the end. Next match, the Dudleys and Stacy versus Big Show. The highlights of the match were the Big Show spanking Stacy Keibler with her skirt down, and Dudley's won. Next match, or before they got to the next match, it was Lita and Matt Hardy, and they cut a promo backstage and just carrying on the nonsense. By the way, I never was a fan of Jeff Hardy carrying or wearing a hat to the ring. I always hated that. RVD and The Undertaker had a hardcore match, and this was actually probably one of the best matches of the night. They fought all over the building. Taker had just turned heel, shoving JR's head up McMahon's Kiss My Ass Club. He was doing his dead man gimmick, and at the end, Undertaker grabbed Rob Van Dam and chokeslammed him off the stage. It was a pretty damn physical match. Okay, another Flair promo backstage with Jericho. And who would have thought that Jericho would have been the guy that night leaving San Diego with the belt. Next match, Trish versus Miss Jackie. They kind of needed Jackie in there to help Trish out because Trish at the time was a little green. Trish went over in this match with a weak backslide. Then they cut a promo about Rikishi when Vince got his head shoved up Rikishi's ass. Rikishi cut a promo at WWF New York, and then we get to the main. I guess you could call it a little mini tournament. 4 superstars, 3 matches, 1 title. The first match was Austin and Angle. This is a rematch from SummerSlam 2001 and Unforgiven 2001, and Austin wound up winning this. It was a very physical match. I always enjoy their SummerSlam match the most out of the 3. But Austin won, and so Austin defended his WWE title. And then The Rock and Jericho, they wrestled for the World Heavyweight title, which is basically the WCW title. And Jericho wound up winning with some interference from McMahon. So Jericho's your new champion, and that was a moment in time that he beat The Rock, because not many guys back then beat The Rock at all. Okay, so then you go, for some reason they cut to a promo backstage with Trish and Test, where Test was being a pervert in the locker room. And then finally Austin came out there, and he got into it with Jericho, and Booker T hit Austin in the head, and Jericho wound up winning the belt. But man, it was surprising, but great DVD. I love Vengeance 2001. I had a fantastic time just reviewing it real quick. Gentlemen, I thank you. Great show in San Diego. Vengeance 2001.